Verbal judo. Verbal judo, or tactical communication, is a way of diffusing conflict through conversation. Learning how to react to an event correctly will help to reduce confrontations and promote cooperation. This technique can be useful in any type of situation. Whether you are using it at work with your supervisor or at home with your children, learning this technique will teach you how to communicate and listen more effectively. It will help you engage others with more empathy and avoid common practices that lead to escalating critical incidents. People want to be respected. They need to know when something is occurring and want the opportunity for second chances. People prefer options, not threats, and would much rather be asked than to be told what to do. The following are examples of the use of verbal judo or tactical communication.
I copy. Just tell me to go to the office, sign in, and get a sticker. Good morning, sir. Can I help you?
I'm fine.
Sir, I need to sign you in and make sure you get a security pass.
I don't have time for this.
Sir, we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Seriously?
I'm just going to call the police and have you escorted off the property. I copy. Just tell me to go to the office, sign in, and get a sticker. Good morning, sir. Can I help you?
I'm fine.
Sir, I need to sign you in and make sure you get a security pass.
I don't have time for this.
Sir, security here is important to everyone. I need to get you signed in and I'll get you a sticker, then I'll assist you going wherever you need to go.
All right. In scenario A, the visitor, on the defensive, engages the security officer in an argument, effectively wresting control of the situation from the security officer. In scenario B, the security officer maintains control throughout the situation by using verbal judo or tactical communication. The security officer was able to calmly and effectively explain to the visitor the importance of properly checking into the facility. He was able to get the visitor to comply with his request for identification while not escalating the situation.
So I grew up believing for a time that law enforcement was against me. Luckily, I had resources like my mother and officers and first responders like most of you who told me that that was not the narrative. I ran into some of the negative ones, but I also ran into some good ones. One of the reasons I became a police officer was to be the type of officer that I wanted to see in my community when I was growing up. So I understand now, and I understand much better what goes into what first responders deal with. So all of you who are first responders, I really thank you for your service. I've been in Oregon about 10 years. I'm a tactical communication certified instructor. I'm a CIT officer. I spent 5 years on SWAT. I'm a current crisis negotiator. There's some few other things, but it's all fluff. Long story short, I do the job. I do it to the best of my ability. And I hope that I can give something here that will be another tool for you to add when you're doing your job.
Dr. Payne's work really kind of started with a focus on education. And my wife is an educator, retired educator, and she asked me to go with her to see Dr. Ruby Payne talk about a framework for understanding poverty. And she said, I want you to go with me to this seminar, and this is what it's about. And I said, absolutely not. I do not want to go. This is going to be nothing but tree hugging, kumbaya stuff. I don't want to go. But you know how you stay married for 40 years? You give her what she wants. So when she said go, I go. So I was there, and actually after just a few minutes it became very clear to me that a lot of what Dr. Payne was talking about was very applicable within the law enforcement community and emergency responders. And so during a break I did something that I don't normally do. I went up and talked to her. And I said, Dr. Payne, this is really good stuff. I think it would really be applicable to the law enforcement community. And she said, funny you should say that. We're about to come out with a book called Tactical Communication.
Tactical communication is not racial or cultural diversity. That is not what this is, okay? Tactical communication is not kumbaya. I'm not telling you to sit in a circle and just sing good songs, okay? Tactical communication is not hug a thug. We are not here to tell you to excuse criminal or bad behavior. That's not what we're offering. What tactical communication is, it is a real opportunity. It is an opportunity to build relationships with the community that we serve. Because let's just be honest, one of the reasons first responders do this is because we feel a connection to duty and service to our community. It's a chance for us to recognize areas where there is bias, whether it's bias from us or whether it's bias from the communities that we serve, and to understand, oh, this is the best way to address that. Opportunity to learn about de-escalation, and it's an opportunity, not least, but in my opinion, very high, to preserve life, preserve and save life.
Hopefully, what I want you to understand is by building the relationships necessary within this context, you will make yourself safer. You'll be able to protect yourself. You'll be able to identify the threats earlier, to de-escalate conflict more effectively so that it doesn't escalate to things that are outside your control. That you'll improve citizen satisfaction so that complaints don't occur. No one likes to get complaints about their work. And that overall, both sides look and go, you know, it's not perfect, but we're working toward the same thing and we're trying to do the best that we can. And maybe that helps relieve a little bit of the stress that you're under.